Hi everyone, how are you doing this? Let's see, what day is it? This will be either the 9th or the 10th. I'm starting something new. I'm doing a scripture reading, maybe on Sundays, maybe a couple times a week, I don't know. So I may make the scripture reading just one of the videos or an extra video on a Sunday. Or it will either be the video for the 9th, or it will be an extra video. So if it's an extra video, this will be October 9th. If not, this will be another day. So I don't know what day this will go up. But what I was going to say is I was watching a video. I don't know who it was someone with a large family. And you know, when I watch them go to Costco or Sam's, we don't have a Sam's or BJ's or I guess those are the three clubs, you know, where you got to pay and then you get to go in and all, and you have to buy stuff in bulk. And I started thinking, I don't remember with my first family having, they definitely didn't have a Costco. Pretty sure there was no Sam's. And I don't think there was a BJ's. I should have looked all this up first, but pretty sure there weren't those stores, at least not at the beginning. Maybe toward the end. Yeah, I remember toward the end there was a BJ's. But I started thinking, you know, when I had a lot of kids at home, I would buy, well, whatever in bulk, you know, or a lot of everything. And when I watched them, I thought, wow, you know, those days, even though they felt so long, they went by so quick, and no longer do I have to go and buy in bulk. Well, thank God I don't. The prices nowadays. But anyhow, and I just started thinking, a lot of you are alone, or, you know, maybe you have an adult child that has moved back in your home, or maybe you're raising your grandchildren, or, you know, there's all kinds of different scenarios nowadays that, you know, kind of goes around back to how it used to be, you know, how families used to all be together. I know we had, when I lived in the house where my mom built, next door they had a Filipino family, and they all lived together, the mother and father and all the children. They were adults, they were all working, and they all worked together to pay for the house they lived in, the bills. So it kind of seems like, I don't know now in this, you know, this world we live in, it's sideways, but before that, you saw a lot of, you know, kids coming back home, moving back home, parents raising grandchildren, so on and so forth. So it kind of just goes through life, just like fashion, you know. There were bell bottoms at one time, I think, and then I remember seeing them again. I can't stand bell bottoms. That's something for not someone who could trip and fall, because you could trip on bell bottoms. But anyhow, so I was wondering, let's just say if you are, but if you aren't, I'm just going to ask you the question as if you are. So if you are a person who just lives alone, let's say, would you or do you still go to these, I don't even know if you have these Costco, BJ's, and Sam's. Do you go there and still buy stuff? Because I was thinking, like, for Polly and I, there's things like the, I think they're called bush beans, the original. We both love them. And when I put that in the musher crusher, it, even though it looks like blah, it tastes so delicious, I can stomach it. Because, like I always give the example, think of the most delicious cheeseburger with, you know, the works on it, lettuce, tomato, onions, you know, whatever you like. And then put in a blender and see if you could tolerate eating it. I challenge anyone to try that, by the way. But anyhow, somehow the beans just taste so good, it doesn't matter when I got to put in the musher crusher to turn it into basically baby food. But if there was like a whole case of those, I would buy them because it's a lot cheaper than in the store. And other things like Polly likes peaches and oranges, and I know they have them in a pack, like that comes with, I don't remember how many, I want to say anywhere from 10 to 12. They're little ones. You could probably buy packs with big cans. But, you know, things that you really like. But, of course, you got to check. You got to really know the prices. Just because there's a lot of people that go in those stores and think, oh, yeah, it's everything's cheaper. It isn't. You really got to be careful. Actually, I saw a channel where the person was going through and saying what actually is cheaper. I think they did say, like, in Costco, the toilet paper and paper towels are cheaper. But then again, it depends where they live. You know, maybe up north where I live, where everything's expensive, the taxes are so high, that maybe that's not true. So I don't know if it can be a blanket statement. But back to the question, as I always veer off, you know, to something else. So we're going to just use a scenario that you live alone. Would you go to one of these clubs where you have to pay a fee to be able to shop there and buy things at bulk, or would you just, especially now during the time that we're in where things are outrageously priced, let's do that. Would you do that? Or would you just stick to just buying a few? And I have an example of this, and I don't think I ever talked about this. One family who I'd worked for, they always, and I don't know if I'll remember the prices 100%, but pretty close. Because I used to have a shopping service. I could pretty much put Instacart out of business. If I had people to work for me, I could start one. But anyhow, I used to have a shopping service, Sandy's Shopping Service. And I would shop for people. I did a lot of entrepreneur stuff back in the day. I didn't have to, but I did because, as I said, I always, you know, I grew up poor and I wanted to never have my children know that growing up, that, you know, we had to suffer, that they had to worry about the heat. But anyhow, again, back to the subject at hand, which was what? Now they talked about 10 different topics. Where was I on the original topic? Okay, back to the topic at hand, which actually this is, now I'm going to share something with you. The first part was a question, if you choose to answer it or not. But the second part was, I used to work for a family, and they would always buy one roll of paper towels. And it would really bother me terribly because they didn't use a lot. And please don't condemn me because of paper towels. Like some people just, I've seen on other vlogs, they go after people if they use paper towels or plastic baggies or whatever. But they would buy one roll at a time, and they'd buy it every week. And I told them, I think they were paying, I want to say, oh, so long ago. Now one roll of paper towels is outrageous. I think it's over $3. I think it's $3.79. That's unreal. But anyhow, a roll of paper towels, one roll was, let me think. So they would buy one roll a week. And one roll of paper towels was approximately, we'll do approximate, but it was like $1.10. Pretty sure it wasn't more than that. It might have even been, yeah. Oh, let's just say $1 for easier math. $1 for a roll. I know it's more than $1. We'll use $1. So, but they would buy it every week. And then they had these 6 packs of paper towels, which cost $3.99. So that's 6 packs. So if you bought for 6 weeks, one roll every week, you'd be paying $6. If you bought a pack of 6 rolls for $3.99, you'd save $2.01. And they just wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. And I was like that too. She said, oh, I don't like to have a lot of something. But you know what? To save $2.01 is a lot of money. I mean, sometimes it isn't worth it a few cents. Well, to me, everything's worth it. Just the way I grew up. Anything where you can save is worth it. But to save that kind of money, you know, I mean, if you don't have space or something like that, but they had the space. So I could not understand. And this one family in particular, the husband ran the whole shebang, everything. So the wife had no say. And she says, yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. I mean, they had money, so it's not a problem with money. But, you know, like I said, in my first marriage, we were well off. We weren't rich. But maybe we were that way because I would buy the 6-roll pack rather than the 1-roll pack because every penny counts. It all adds up. So, the woman who I work for, she always says, I don't understand my husband. He always is very anal. He has to buy his 1 roll every week. She doesn't understand it. And of course, she couldn't have any input on it, which is really sad. I mean, there was nothing bad going on between them, but he was just set in his ways. But they were married like young and married for a long time. But I was wondering, are you a one pack, if you buy paper towels, one pack paper towel buyer, or are you a multi-pack? And then again, you know, in the stores, I don't know what I've never bought them at Costco. I don't know, toilet paper and all that. Toilet paper is unreal. I cannot believe what it costs. It is outrageous. So paper towels, any kind of paper products, but like toilet paper, everyone needs toilet paper. But what kind of person are you? Is it worth it to you to save the $2.01? I wonder what it is now. I should look it up on Instacart. If I remember, I could say if someone can comment below and remind me, but I don't know if someone will. So I'll try to remember, because it'd be interesting to know nowadays how much you would save. Because like I say, they're so expensive as they are. So I'll try to remember that, but let me know. Would you do the multi-pack roll or the double? Or do you do the multi-pack roll or the double? Or if you don't buy it, then, you know, you don't have an answer to say. So like I said, I don't know what day this video is going up, because I'm going to try something new with the scripture readings and just see how it goes, how I feel. You know, if you watch my video from, it should have said October 8th, but I don't know if I put the date on it or not. The one where I was contemplating, is this really worth doing if I don't get any feedback? I was going to say feedback. But I hope you're doing well, and I've asked for ideas for videos, but nobody gives them to me, so I guess I'll have to come up with my own ideas, because I am such a high-paid, what do they call, YouTube creators. Haha, that's a joke, in case you didn't get it. I'm being sarcastic. I don't get paid. I do it from the love in my heart. So anyhow, if anything pertains to you, if you want to comment, let me know. But for now, if you're not subscribed, why don't you subscribe? You never know what's going to happen. Maybe one day I could do some nice cooking and baking, which I love, which people who have been on for a while know I love to bake, and it's a fun time for me, and I'm hoping with the cooler weather, whatever is wrong with me, I have enough energy. I've been looking into stools, so I could sit on a stool and cook at the stove, because we do a lot of stuff now in the microwave, which I really don't like. But, you know, you gotta do what you can do. But like I say, I have these things that I had bought. They're still good, thank goodness, that I've been wanting to make, but I wasn't able to. But anyhow, there'll be another video, if it will ever be. But for now, share our channel. Be kind to people. You don't know what they're going through. Be kind to yourself. Do something nice for yourself. And most importantly, stay safe. Thanks for stopping by.